Okay guys, so this is the trend versus bias video. Okay, it's going to have going to show you basically how I've been using the weekly charts for trend. Okay, and basically all you've got when I say trend versus bias, right? You have a trend set by say the weekly charts, and then to go against that trend, you need a bias. Okay, and a bias is just a chain of signals or a couple of signals involving flipped BB bands. Okay, I'll also have some tips for you, Stephanie, on what to look for, right? Because I think, Stephanie, if you go 2 to 1 on this minimum, right, you're gonna be 2-0, 40 pips most days. All right, you might even see another one and go 3-0, or you might go a little bit more. Okay, but you want 2 to 1 at least. Okay, so anyway, let's get going. Right, I'm just gonna do 5 days. It's not 5 days in a row because it's broken up by a week or so. Okay, but this is how, excuse me, I've been reading bias for some time now involving the weeklies. Okay, Uh, very simple thing to do. I know some of you are like, oh, right, so pause it there for starters. So you got your weekly charts here, yeah, right. GU trend is up, right, because the weekly's been going up for a couple of weeks. Okay, UK is down because there is a weekly signal. GJ was down, but you've got a weekly um, BB band here. Can you see how it's level with the BB band there? Plus, you've got some blues, which means it's been trying to go. Okay, and in particular, when you get a BB band, weekly BB band break, if you get a daily blue, it's going to reverse. All right, there, great example of it. Massive, super strong trend. Daily blue, look what happened. Down, bounce, down, bounce, down to the BB band. Okay, here's the thing for everybody, right? It's okay saying, all right, we're down on here. It's where you are on these charts and what you've got backing you up. Okay, so in effect, trend is down, but you're on a flipped up daily BB band here. Stephanie, I really want you to look for these LT BB band flips, darling, because they are huge. And I know you put your charts on early in the morning, Stephanie. So look for them in the morning. What you can do, Steph, okay, at the end of each day, just take a snapshot of these LT trades. Okay, so then you've got a snapshot to look at, and then you'll get up in the morning and you'll see. Let's give you an example, and you might see this, Stephanie. So you'd have seen down, trend down, or weekly signal down, right? You knew it was a daily blue involved, right? And then you were on a flipped down 4-hour BB band, Steph. So what you can do, I would do if I were you outside the session, even if you only demo it, darling, sell stop. Outside the session, you sell and buy stops, darling, and you would have caught that there, Stephanie. Okay? Alright? Right, so, okay, let's just have a quick look. Right, so what you do is you say to yourself, right, I've got trend up on GU. Have I got anything? Have I got a bias against that trend? That's what it is, trend versus bias. Have I got a bias against that trend? Okay, look here, you had one, come down, did its job, daily orange line. Then you've had a bounce, okay? Then you'd had a flipped down 8-hour BB band there. Again, 8-hour orange line, probably done its job, right? 4-hour orange line, probably done its job. Is trend going to continue? More than likely. It started to go there. Look what you had, Steph. The 15 blue. Okay, then you had the pullback. Rule 2's in here. You don't need it on this particular. It's not that strong. Okay, it's not that strong. Look at it. It's just a big pullback, basically. Okay, so you didn't really need rule 2. So you could have taken the trade here. All right, or just come in the room now. Okay, you see this, Stephanie? You can take this. Okay, you can take this because 4-hour orange line, 8-hour orange line with the trend. Steph, this is what I'm saying, right? And the other thing is, Stephanie, you know, you're going to be taking flipped 15-minute BB bands, or looking for flipped 15-minute BB bands, 15 blues with this strategy, right? And the stronger the setup you get, darling, the better. The bigger the time frame, Stephanie, the better. Okay? UCAD, okay, trends down, but we've had a bounce off the daily flipped up BB band there. This could go up a bit more. To be honest, it might want to come to this flip down 4-hour BB band again here. All right. You're getting quite a few blues in. I mean, it's one of them, this, right, that if it goes up more, it will go to here. Okay, and just remember, we're prior to 9 o'clock and all, so we're going to get new candles at 9 o'clock. And sometimes they bring signals with them. Your GJ, look, you had your move up there, you still got this setup. Okay, look, 8-hour flip down BB band there, darling. Look, it went back with a trend from that 8-hour flip down BB band there. Okay, but now look where you are, guys. Flipped up 4-hour BB band. What happens sometimes with these, because it's the size of the move that you've had here, guys. Sometimes they might go up straight from there, or it might come down a bit more and want to break the BB band, and I think that's what happens here. Right, so what you have to do is, if you do get in the initial move here, right, and it hits the orange line here and then does start to come against you, okay, then just close it and wait for that to break again, and then wait for the next move. Okay, and as you can see, what you've had here, yes, you know, the weekly's saying down, right, but it's a flipped up daily. You can see it there and there. Okay, this will probably go up a bit more because it is a flipped up daily BB band, guys. It's not a small time frame. This is huge. Okay, so no matter what that says, all right, the bounce from here can be huge. All right. Anyway, let's just flip through. I don't want it to take too long, but it will be a long video, this, guys. Right, straight away. GU, Stephanie, if you'd have taken that, Steph, there, you would have won 20 pipper. You'd have won your first trade there, 20 pipper. Steph. All right. Again, then, you've got to flip down 1 hour BB when you can wait this out, because there's not much, Stephanie. There's not, you know, there's no blues saying down, and they're the main signal. All right, blues. All right, as this video goes along, you will see the difference between a blue and, you know, even red yellows. You know, unless you've got a chain of red yellows with blues, like you had it here. Look, you've got a 4-hour blue, red yellow, they performed. Okay, but sometimes when it's just red yellow, you know, they don't always perform, or they do a job and then it comes back. Okay, and the reason for that is because there's no blues. Blues are the ultimate reversal signal. Okay, and the more you have of them, the stronger the chain with blues involved, the stronger the move's going to be. Okay. Excuse me. Right, so anyway, where was we? Yeah, so again, no, there's nothing here saying down at the moment, right? So this is probably a pullback and probably going to go again. Okay, the 1 hour flip down BB band there. It's probably a pullback and then bang up again. Okay, because there's nothing strong here. There's no blues. All right, same here. You've got your blues. Look, you've got your blues. A good, strong chain, right? However, as I've said, sometimes this is what happens. You'll see it in a minute. It comes back down here, and it tends to be with a GJ as well, guys. It is a strange old pair at times. It's beautiful to look at sometimes, but other times it can be a pain in the ass. Okay, so we'll watch. Anyway, move on. Oh, there must have been some news. Yeah, I remember this. There was news, but again, Stephanie, even if there was no news there, that was a great trade. And if you were looking for another point, Stephanie, and I'm talking to everyone in general, I am trying to get Stephanie to trade the 15-minute time frames, but you'd have seen it here with the flipped up 5-minute PB band there. And again, Steph, you would have got another 20 pipper there. You could close your account now at 10 past 10 and say, right, I'm done for the day. 2-0, 40. Because 2-0, 40 every day, Stephanie, is, what, 200 pips at the end of the week, Steph, but that's 200 pips at €1 a pip today, tomorrow, next week, €2 a pip, week after, €5 a pip, week after that, €10 a pip, and that's when, Stephanie, it becomes easier because you've got money to play with, you leave extra money in the account and you start taking more risks. So eventually, Stephanie, you will clock one of these big orange line or big BB band trades, right? And you will be adding compounding. So that'd have been your first entry. That'd have been your second entry. There'll be another pullback. That'd have been your third entry. Oh, 1 hour blue appears. Bang. That's it. Close out free. But not yet. You need to be earning. Okay? All right, guys. So anyway, you've seen what I've shown you there. Again, if you look at the GJ, it did go up a bit here, but because of this flip down BB band now, you should be a bit wary, right? Because it was still a strong daily orange line down move, and that is saying down. But as I say, for me now, because of that flip BB band there and the daily blue, my bias would be up. So I would be taking this up here, and then when it comes down and breaks this BB band, I'll be taking it up again. Okay, it's just the way it works sometimes. Now watch. Oop. You see what happened. But again, I am thinking now, look, broke the BB band here, so I'm thinking up. My mindset is up, right? Because of that 8-hour blue and that weekly, oh, daily blue as well, and that blah, 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 weekly BB band. Okay, and again, Stephanie, there's another move up there on the GU, sorry. UCAD's been a bit of a pain, but again, it's broke the 4-hour now. You've got a 1-hour blue. Look at the 5-minute time frame here. Chances are this blue might work now. Okay, if you're unsure, Stephanie, then there's 2 ways you can do it. Okay, and I will mention one way, right, on markets like this. These are not mega runs. Okay, my God, when they're running, well, I suppose the UCAD you could say is all right. So you could use Rule 2 on the UCAD, but the one to definitely use would be the BT. If you're unsure, you just let that candle close red and then bang. Okay. I mean, if you look at the this UJ, well, it's a GA, sorry, this GA move down here, see that? That's 12 hours that was going down for, if not more, because it came back down here after that bounce, right? That's the kind of move that you want to look for Rule 2 on. And you had Rule 2 there, the pullback, bang, winner there. Okay, this one you might have had to bail, but eventually, again, up here, up here, and up here. And all that's because it was a daily BB band, Stephanie, not just a 1-hour BB band. All right, the bigger, much bigger moves on these LTs. All right. Right, just point out the GJ there. Look, the flip down 8-hour BB band. See that candle there, Stephanie? There. Not much, is it? We'll look at it on the 1-hour. Bang. Probably a couple of hundred pips. That's the kind of thing they do. Bigger time frames. Anyway, we're cracking on. Yeah, you see. So you could be in this now, Steph, there. You'd have had your BT, candle close, pull back. You can see it here. Momentum, you could be in this. Alright, and again, look at the GJ going again, and it's getting stronger. Look, another 1 hour blue from that broken BB band. You've got a chain of blues now, all seeing up. Okay, so we'll just fast forward again. There you go. I'm not sure. Did that might have gone up a bit more. Again, yeah, it did, because that was the candle close, wasn't it? So yeah, again, it wasn't ready. Okay, so the thing is, Stephanie, you're 2 to 1. All right, I'm going to pause it there. You're 2 to 1, so you would have lost 1, but then you'd have gone again there. Or you might have said, well, hang on a minute, the GU looks better from a flipped up 15-minute BB band here, because you'd have been waiting for this anyway here. And I know you're saying, okay, it's not broke it. 5-minute yellow was there. Okay, it's kind of a cue. All right. Yeah, because there wasn't a strong setup down, it's just a pullback. So your mindset is that you're waiting for that one there, Stephanie. So you could have been waiting for this instead of trying to take this down. Okay, and GJ's going again, by the way. Okay, let's just flick on because it's getting a long video. I'm trying to get it to a point where you can understand what's going on the LTs. All right, how to work out the trend versus the bias. Okay, and today the trend on the GU didn't have a strong enough bias against it. Okay, and what's happened? Trends one there. Probably going to go up more again now. I know there's a red yellow here, but it doesn't matter. There's no blues. No blues anywhere. Right, so this to me is just a bigger pullback. Lambo often asked me, you know, will this go up from the 50-minute orange line? I'd keep telling him, you know, just beware the blues, basically. Okay, that was your GJ, Steph. Worked if you wanted to attempt it. Okay, if not, the GU, to be honest with you, was the safest trade there. All right. Okay, flip right to the end. Ooh, you do that on purpose, you do. And you see what happened with the GU guys, because there were no blues. No blues. There wasn't a strong enough setup to go against the weekly trend. Okay, and eventually, look at the UCAD guys from that broken 4-hour BB band. Eventually, so you might have lost one somewhere here, Steph, but then look at that one. There, you won that one, and possibly even that one, Steph, on this particular day. And again, you read the bias or the trend correctly, because you're using the weeklies. That's all I've been doing of late, guys, is using the weeklies as my direction and then seeing what I've got for and against it. Okay, right, that's the 17th, March 17th. I'll do a week, 20th. Let's go back. Must have been a weekend. Okay, it must have been a weekend. Again, oh, I'll let it run till it clears. Just let me have a drink. Excuse moi. Right, again, there was that 4-hour, guys, and look what it's done since. Because your trend or your bias because of the weekly is down. You know? Look at the GU. Look, that's you know, guys, once you work this out, look, there's just no blues here apart from a daily blue. There's not a strong enough chain here to go against the weekly, right? Look at this one. You're getting even more blues now. But by the way, that other blue was there, and look where it went. You see the wick on that one? That was it there, remember? Look, all the way up here. Okay, and then it came down again from this flip down 4-hour BB band there. Right, flipped up 8-hour BB band now, and you've got more blues. This is up. This is up. You can't think that that's going to continue, that weekly signal from the weekly BB band, when you've got daily and 8-hour blues. And it's not as if it's, the first move, guys. Look, it's been going since here, really. Bang. It's going again here now. So, no 15 blues, no 1 hour blues. If this comes down anymore, it's a pullback and then up. Okay? That's the way you should be thinking. Pretty much missed the trade here. You might have seen it this morning, no, Stephanie. Like I say, on the UJ here, flipped up 15-minute BB band. You'd have taken a picture of this, Steph, the day before and seen that you had a daily blue. So you're outside weekly. Daily blue, it's going back to the daily orange line, chain of signals. You might have seen them. I doubt you would have seen the 4 hour because it would have been somewhere here. Might not have seen the 8, but you would have seen the daily outside. And 15-minute there. Boom. Okay, so GU up. You can still down. It's whether you consider this alone to be strong enough to turn around this direction, and I just don't. Even though it's a flipped up BB band, there's no way I think a 1 hour signal is going to go poof up there like that. Okay, it could just be a bigger pullback to the 1 hour orange line and then down again. All right, that's the way to view it. Right, so anyway, flicking on. God, it didn't even do that. Look, you can. And again, look, you had another trade here because, Stephanie, guys, because of the bias. This is a strong, really strong bias. Daily 8 hour blues on a flipped up 8 hour BB band with the weekly BB band there. That is a super strong bias, right? And look at it. Look, 158.96. It's 150 pips, is it? No, 250 pips, that move there. Right? And, it's never just one move, okay? And again, if you'd have seen this last night, Stephanie, you're at home and you're thinking, oh, hang on a minute, I know this could probably go. You would have looked and said, all right, rule 2, above 15 on your own charts, and then bang, 2, 3, 4, 20 pip trades at home, Stephanie. Even as I say, if you do it on, on demo, okay, you would have had those, and it all came from these here, these beautiful signals here, and the fact that the daily BB band, not broken, but you were there, okay. Right, let's continue. Again, it's we did the bias earlier, didn't we? Worked out the bias yet, still down, and look, it did, smashed it. Look, I'm not even sure if it got to the 1 hour orange line. I think the line's just bent down there, but that's kind of what happened. Possible you could get a daily BB band bounce here, right? But the thing is, and Lambo will tell you this, it's been down a couple of times already, so the chances are it could break it. Plus, I'd look at this now and say, right, well, hang on a minute, there is not enough blues for me to risk taking this up against, the weekly trend. Because, I mean, when these turn, guys, it's like all of the other time frames, right? They go to the orange lines, and this is where you should be thinking that it'll bounce at the orange line and then it'll go down again. Okay, right, let's crack on. I think there was a blue there, but it's disappeared. Right, but anyway, again, the GJ and the UJ just going. Right, so they did turn here, but again, this one's, look at the trend compared to GJ. A lot stronger down. 4 hour orange line there. You could have taken it, or you could be looking here now because there's no blues, Stephanie. You could be thinking, hang on a minute, the setup here is saying up. Flipped up 15-minute BB band. I might have a go at this up, right? You can do momentum. I mean, if you're in session, Stephanie, you can use what you know, momentum here and here, yeah. If you're outside session, you know, in the morning, then it would be a buy stop from here. Okay. Anyway, let's crack on and see what it does. Excuse me. Oh, there you go. Look, right? Because there were no blues, guys. Right? The chances are it's just a pullback, and that bias of up kicked in. And again, GJ did exactly the same. GU, look, no blues, nothing to say apart from a daily to say that this trend isn't going to continue. Okay, nothing. And it's just, you know, up, 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 up. Okay, and a perfect trade there, Stephanie, to the downside, because we were talking about that being strong enough to turn, you know, this trend around. We said it wasn't, right? So you had flip down 15-minute BB band, Steph, there, bang, and you would have got 20 pips there, Stephanie. So I mean, if you'd have just traded, you know, say the UJ today because it looked clearer, or the GJ today because it looked clearer, and the UCAD, you would have got your 2 trades in easily, darling. And this is all I'm saying to you now. If you can look for these trades using, you know, a bias here, and you just basically, you need to go against the weekly direction, Stephanie. You need a strong setup. Okay, you can see it here. The weekly direction is down, but you broke the weekly BB band, and you had daily and 8-hour blues. Okay, and it had already got going as well. Right, so you just took this up. You took it up here, 20 pips. Then you waited for the flipped up 15-minute BB band, 20 pips. I think, by the way, that was a flipped up 5-minute BB band there, Steph. First flip 5. So you would have got 20. Oops. 20. Possibly 20 there as well. Okay, so on this particular day, if this was day 2, Stephanie, you'd been 3-0, 60 pips. Day 1 was yesterday, you were 2-0, 40 pips. You understand? And it's just reading the LTs. And as I say, you know, keep an eye on what Lambo says, Steph, because he'll kind of guide you. Right, now that was the 20th, wasn't it? Okay, as I say, guys, I'm just going to go through 5 of these so we can all look at how to read the trend versus bias. Okay, and basically I'm using the weeklies for it. Okay, right, come on, clear up. There we go. Pause it. Right, we've got a weekly signal here. All right. Yep. Yes, you know, this has already had a go. So this again might perform here. There's no blues, right? So it might perform and just be a big pullback. Okay, and again, you know, Stephanie, if you're thinking, okay, it might just be a big pullback because there's no blues, 15 neither, right? Then you should be thinking here, flipped up 15-minute BB band, first flip 15-minute BB band, you should be thinking up. Okay, let's have a look. This one, weekly orange line, UCAD, weekly orange line, flip down 8-hour BB band. Yeah, it's bounced there as well, so might want to break this, but I'll tell you what, I'd be thinking up here now. In fact, looking at what I can see here, this is probably the clearest. Okay, because you would look at this and say, well, weekly bounce off the orange, weekly orange line might be done. Look, you can see it there. Okay, there. You're on the 8-hour orange line. You're on a flipped up 4-hour BB band. Oh yeah, broke the 1 hour. 15 blue. Stephanie, this is up. This is up. Okay, GU, as I said, if you want to wait for that, up. Okay, so that's what we'll look at. This one here and this one here. Excuse me. Yep, GU going and GJ going. Right, so again, it's a 4-hour flipped up BB band with a weekly signal. Your bounce was over there, you pull back basically. More up. For me, 4-hour BB band, this could come up here. Now, and the fact that it's been up there twice already it could break this. In fact, I reckon this will. Yes, I think this will be up here. Come up here. Right, I think it will. I'm pretty sure I've seen this, but this is the way my thought process is now, guys. It's like, yeah, this is up. Okay, so this is a pullback, Steph. You've already won 120 pips there, if not more, because it's the GJ. Possible second trade. Look, your bounce is over here, darling. You should be thinking momentum here, up. Okay, let's go and have a look. Oh, there. That was it there. There, look. Come down, up. You could even be in again here on this one. Oh, look at this. Flip down. 15. BB band there, Steph. Yep, there was not enough here. There's no blues. Look, you know what? If I had to have read this, guys, here. In fact, we'll go back a little bit so I can read it to you. Right. See the wicks? Okay, it's been down a couple of times and been rejected there. To me, it's like if this comes down again here, it's going to break that. Okay, and you can see there's just no blues here to say that that's not going to continue. A red, come on, done its job. Yellow, done its job. 4-hour BB band. Flipped up 1-hour BB band, but again, no blues. Or if there was a blue there, it's disappeared. Okay, so flip down, 15-minute BB band with a 5-minute yellow there. Bang, and you've just seen it perform anyway. And as I say, the GJ and the GU are up to me, based on the fact there's no blues. And again, it would have worked the same way with the wicks there on the GU. Look at it, bang. Oh, far out. Yeah. There's just not enough there to take that down. It's just a bigger pullback. Look, flipped up BB band here. Boom. Boom. So it's definite again. You might have just said to yourself, I'm focused on the GJ because it's a 4-hour flipped up BB band with the trend, or with the weekly signal, whichever way you want to view it, and you'd have had 2, 3, 20 pippers there, easy. Or you might have taken this one, 20 pipper there, 20 pipper there. Okay, it's entirely up to you, darling. Just try and focus on the best possible setup, and you'll do fine. And again, lovely. And as I say, Stephanie, eventually, not now. I want you to win 2-0 40 pips every day for a week, right? Because that is confidence building. If you're adding trades here and losing trades in between here, that's going to hold you back. Losing trades is what stops people up in their lot size. It's why I tried to get Darwin just to do one big trade for now. Okay, but eventually, Stephanie, that might be your path. When money is not your main concern with trading, and you have to be earning money for that to be the case. Okay, you need to be taking home money. Okay, right. Anyway, let's crack on. Again, this is only day 3, but there you go, Steph. Beauty, and that's all because of a lack of blues. Stephanie, you just read the weekly saying trend is up GU, down UCAD, up GJ. Yeah, even this was up because of the weekly signal. The fact you broke the weekly BB band, there were blues, they disappeared, but it was an 8-hour flipped up BB band there, so 15-minute blue there, so you would have been up on that but again, guys, you'd have looked at these 4 here, then you shouldn't need to be trading the UJ because it's the worst out of the 4. And you just say to yourself, I want the best. To me, the best was this one, the GJ. Okay, because it was crystal clear, flipped up 4-hour BB band. There was nothing, no blues here to say down. Right, no blues here to say down. In fact, you had perfect trending blue there, and boom. Okay, but again, you might have noticed last week when it got a bit messy, I didn't trade the GU UCAD much. I traded the Jappies because they were the best runners. Okay, and that's what I tend to do. I look for the best setups. If it's all running, no problem. I'll trade L4. Okay, right. Yeah, so he's run on again. Look, there's no blues, so these are just pullbacks, guys. They're just pullbacks without blues. The pullbacks. Okay, let's get to the end. See, yeah, I knew you'd do that. Excuse me. Okay, you had a bigger pullback, yeah, but flip down 4 hour, baby man. All right. Look, remember that flipped up 4 hour, baby. Look where it went, Stephanie. Look, right, and you know what? Tomorrow, and oh, we've got tomorrow's recording. I'm up. This is flying. I think this is flying because of this. Now, okay, everything here is saying up. All right, so let's go and have a look. The 28th of March. Where are we? Oh, the 30th. Okay, it's a couple of days later, guys. Before we go any further, wow, I didn't think I'd do that. Look at that, guys. That's yesterday's daily candle. Look at that. Sorry, the day before yesterday's daily candle. Look at that, guys, and all that came from here, breaking the baby man, and these blues. Yes, it took a couple of attempts to get going right, but you know you were on the right side. Up, pull back, up. You understand, guys? It's oh man, oh man. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyway, right. Again, again. Look, there was not. You had a 1 hour blue here, right? Stephanie, guys, what's a 1 hour blue gonna do against a trend like that? Eh? Unless it evolves, nothing. That's what it's gonna do. A pullback. And look, 15-minute BB man, 5 minute yellow, boom. Okay, 15 blue here. It flipped up 1 hour BB man. In fact, 4 hour orange line that one. 4 hour orange line the GU. Okay, 15-minute blue, boom. Flipped up 15-minute BB band here, boom. Okay, Steph, it's once even if you can't, Stephanie, work these out. You know, Lambo will help you. I'll help you. I'll tell you there's probably not enough blues here, right? Even if you can't work them out yet, you will do. You will do. Trust me, you will. Right? And you're looking here only, Stephanie. Then at this 15-minute BB band, you're thinking 1 hour orange line, 4 hour orange line. Oh, chances of this is going up. Okay? BT candle. Boom. Same here. 15-minute blue, 4 hour orange line. There is a 4 hour blue and an 8 hour blue. Right? BT candle it. Boom. Okay, same here. BT candle it. Boom. Okay, that's it, Stephanie. You know, and I think it will become second nature eventually. And as I said, look at this. Right, I'm going to pause again, guys. Right, because I've got to show you this. Strength. Look what happened. We were talking about this last couple of weeks ago. Right, look, down, bounce, down to the BB band. Right, but look, all you've got is one lousy blue. Right, and look what's, you know, excuse me. You know, you're not gonna turn it with 1 8 hour blue. And I mean, this to me now, even if we got a daily blue, right? I'm thinking I want a second move on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, before I'm considering reversing that, it's that strong. All right. Anyway, flash on. There you go, Steph. Look, flip down 5 minute BB man, 20 pipper. Flip down 5 minute BB man, 20 pipper. Just go with the flow on that, Stephanie. Look, red yellow there, pulls back. No blue, so boom. Okay, look, blue here. Right, so if you get the blue against you, just say, okay, then I'm leaving that pair alone. You know, you just don't have to trade every pair. And it did eventually come down to the 15-minute BB band here. Gee, you will probably go up again from here. From here. All right, let's have a look. See, because there's no blues. You know, it's just, have you got enough to go against that weekly trend? And you just haven't. And Stephanie, that's an easy 20 pipper again there, darling. I mean, you had that one there maybe. Uh, and they're quite late on, I think. Those two. That one, so that's 1, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, you'd have got that one. 9 o'clock-ish, 9:15 on that one, definite. Okay, so again, Stephanie, you two now. I'll just flip to the end just to see what happened. Uh, yeah, flipped up 1 hour BB band. I suppose you could have taken that one. And look at the UCAD again, Stephanie, from this flip down 15-minute BB band, because there was nothing strong enough there, darling, to go against that. Do you understand? Because these trends here now are dominant. Dominant. You've seen Lambo shouting, "Oh, I love the weeklies and all that," right? This is what I love about them. I'm just using them as trends, and then if there's nothing strong enough to go against them, I'm just going with the trend. If there is a strong setup against them, I might take them. I might have taken this one down because of the blues, you know. But it would have been, I wouldn't have been thinking, "Oh, right down here," you know. It's like, whatever, orange line, and then out. Okay. All right. So quickly, I don't know how many recordings I'll give you there, guys, but we'll just have another look. Was that March 30th? I think it was, wasn't it? Just the 31st then. Have a look here. Look, flipped up 15-minute BB band there before we even get to the trends. Actually, did we show this one? Can't recall. Right, okay, no. Now, this is something I needed to show you because basically, yeah, the trend's up. Basically, there's not a really strong setup, but what's happened here is you've had a few attempts to go. Okay, and you can tell that by, you know, obviously the red, but obviously the flip down BB bands as well. Okay, so now you're just a bit more wary now. You know, you might think, oh, this bounce will be over, and it probably could come down again. Okay, um, excuse me. UCAD, you know, you got a setup and it went to flip down 4 hour BB band, but then look at that, guys. You know, Stephanie, they're just such big time frames. And look at the GJ. Look, daily blue, 8 hour. This is what I'm talking about when you start getting a bias like this, right? Then this is when these kind of trades look, flip down 1 hour, BB band there, bang, one, flip down 1 hour BB band there, bang, one. You know, because you've got a bias against that trend. Okay, same here. You know, weekly orange line. All right, probably going to bounce. Yeah, 8 hour daily. Plenty of blues there. Bang, bang. Okay, that's kind of all you have to beware. You know, if you're getting these strong setups against the trend or the weekly signal, then just beware and just think to yourself, well, I've got to wait. Okay, you know, as I say, you had that one up there on the GU, flipped up 15-minute BB band. This one, flip down 15-minute BB band, come down here eventually. Okay, so yeah, you know, and again, Stephanie, if you're unsure, right, where the flipped BB bands are concerned on the 15-minute time frames, then use the BT method or ask Lambo. Lambo loves the 15-minute flipped BB bands because he knows, or he hates them. He loves and hates them. He loves them when they work for him. He hates them when they're against him. So if Lambo was in this trade up here on the UCAD, um, Stephanie, right, he'd be like, I hate this, you know, because he knows that's going to happen. Okay? All right. Let's have a quick flick again. Yep, you see the bias kicked in again, guys, because you had a bias against your weekly, you know, and again, it's the stronger that bias is, the bigger the move will be. And I mean, to be honest with you, you probably shouldn't be trading this. I'd be looking for this 4 hour BB band to flip up, right, and for price to come back to that. to take this up, because it's just, even though it's a strong bias, it's just too strong a trend. Sometimes you've just got to admit defeat and stay away from it. Yeah, you see, it's just too strong. Okay. Um, Looks a bit of a messy day today, but again, Stephanie, look at this one here. Right, look, right, done its job to there, broke the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15-minute blue, probable 20 pip when I look at the UJ here, flip down 15-minute BB band. Yep, with a bias against the weekly trend. Strong bias, strong bias. Look, it's probably going to break it this time because it's already bounced there twice. It's already been down twice. Look, bang, bang. Okay. Yep, broke it. You see. And GJ, look at the GJ, guys. Said that was going down because of this and this. Alright, so you just say to yourself, have I got a strong enough bias, which is the arrows, to go against my trend, which is the weekly direction? Okay, guys, it is, pretty easy to do. And if you're just talking, I mean, you've got this here now, and you can see yourself, guys. Look at this. This is a strong bias, right? But even that is struggling against that trend. And this, look at it going down here. This going down. Look, not even a breather. Not one day there where it decided to go up. Okay. All right. So it's basically a very simple way to use the weeklies as your trend. God, look at GU. Look at GU, guys. And you see the difference there when you get that bias now is a weekly signal. It probably won't reverse it because it's not a blue. Okay, and that's not a blue. But it was a massive, strong setup, and it had already got going. All right, and that's why it did that. My thoughts is this could probably break this 8-hour BB band. Okay, but then my mindset is up. Okay, I'd probably be doing an LT trade from somewhere here up. Okay, because that is not a blue. That is not a blue. These are just a massive pullback. Okay, anyway, we're going to look at tomorrow just to see how that panned out. Okay, what day is it? 31st. Last one, guys. You understand. I know you understand what I'm saying here, guys. It's all whether you've got a strong enough bias against the weekly direction. If you haven't, you're just looking for flipped BB bands, Stephanie, 15-minute blues, 1-hour blues, things like that, Steph. Okay, and you'll be fine. Honestly, and go for a 2-to-1 and get yourself 2 or 3 trades a day. Okay, so we'll have to use the April the 3rd, guys. What's the last one? Ooh, look. Let's have a look. Yeah. It actually come further. It broke that BB band there, right, and then 15 blue, and look at what it did. Oh my god, that's probably 200 bit move, that is it? Went to 24, 22, 150-ish, just short of 150 pips, guys. That. Oh yeah, weekly. Oh my god, yeah. You see, because they're not blues. They're not reversing it. They're just bigger pullbacks. All right, and once you broke this, Stephanie, you could have been thinking, right, okay, I'll tell you what, we broke the 8-hour BB band here on this candle. I'll put a buy stop here and see what I get in the morning. Because, Stephanie, it just couldn't go down anymore without a bounce. And this is the way you guys have got to think about it now. It's a daily BB band. That's the other thing, right? Our Donkian channel, Stephanie, Hans, Europeans basically work a bit different to MTs. All right, you'll have noticed, right? You see how MTs push on for the next hour or the next period. See it there? It's gone to the next period. All right, there. Well, ours would have ended here and so you're still thinking there's quite a big room to the BB band. Now there is a way to um, to look ahead, like MT's Donkey and Channel does, there BB bands do, right? And that's just to go on the Donkey and Channel, and on the periods you should have it set to 5, right? Just click it to 4, okay? Click OK, and you'll see that line there. Then will come back to there. Okay, so you will see that there, right? All you do then is you just put a trend line there and then reset it back to 5 periods. Okay, and you've got a trend line there, and you know where the BB band will be on the next period. Okay, right, all right. Anyway, long video, but don't care. It's just showing you the strength of the weekly charts, and the fact and how blues interact with them, guys. And again, you look at the GU and just look at this monster move. Look at the U card. Even this, okay, isn't stopping that trend. It's just continued to go. Okay. You know, this one, all right, didn't break the BB bands, but it was due a pullback because it was such a strong week last week, right? And then almost to the daily orange line, got to the 8-hour orange line, and then bounced. Okay, so 4-hour flip now, but again, there's no blues, so it could just be a pullback. Okay, anyway, let's just flick on. Ooh, bloody big pullback. Oh, there, then a blue pairs. Yeah, you see? Stephanie, you understand what I'm saying, Steph, about, you know, it's a big time frame, so you can take it. You can take the trade. It's like, all right, I'll have a go at this, you know, because it's a 4-hour time frame. They're just huge time frames, 48 in the daily and the weekly. That big that the bounces are always going to give you 20 pips. Always, all day long, going to give you 20 pips. And if you're looking for 2, 3, 20 pippers a day, Stephanie, that was an easy trade, that one. It's free money, basically. Okay. Obviously, MT's playing with his add-on here. We'll get to that in the future, MT, don't worry. Right. Yep, 1 hour blue. Right, guys, great example here. Great example. Right. Is there any blues here? No. Okay. 1 hour blue. This is a pullback to the 1 hour orange line. That's it. That's the way I look at that. That's most that's going to do. Okay, because this is the trend up. Alright, in fact, you've watched that for a couple of weeks now during this video. And watch this. 1 hour orange line here. Get right to the end. There you go. Bang. Now, it might go down again from here because it's flipped down BB band. Right? But again, there's nothing there. So, but again, you had no 15-minute blues as well. You might have had one for a while and then disappeared once they started going back up. Okay. So yeah, guys, you know, this is it. This is the way I choose. You know, I look at the trend now, Stephanie. Guys, I will look at the 1 hour. Sorry, the weekly chart and determine a direction, because and it might not be for the whole week, but blues. This is why I keep saying, you know, blues will stop it, blues will turn it. You know, sometimes flip BB bands once the move's got going, once it's already been going for a while, and then you know you start getting the reversal with flipped BB bands. Then fine, okay. But again, you know, if you can work this out, Stephanie, and add your kind of trades now, Stephanie, what I want you to look for are 15-minute blues, flip 15-minute BB bands, maybe flip 5-minute BB bands as well, Stephanie. Right? Forget the HA charts altogether, darling. Just completely block them out. You don't need them, right? Because it's momentum either way when you're in the session. You could even use buy and sell stops, Steph, if you wanted to during session. It's entirely up to you, but please do not compound for now. Let's get you winning 2 or 3 trades per day all this week, okay? and go for 2 to 1 minimum. You know, you might actually be in a mega run, Steph, and you're saying, right, well, I'll wait for a 5-minute yellow against me, or a 15-minute blue against me, or a flipped BB band against me. Because what are starting points? Flip BB bands, 15-minute blues, signals, yeah. So there'll also be exits, Stephanie. Okay, so you do this. Hands, if you want to do it as well, it's entirely up to you, right? I just don't want you getting too confused with, the LT's hands. So again, just keep an eye on what Lambo says, Stephanie, Hans, if I'm not in the room. But, he's got a grasp of those weeklies now. Him, Lambo and BT, okay, they both know what's going on with the LT. So if Lambo's not in, ask BT, okay. If BT's not in, ask me, ask Lambo, we'll give you an idea. Okay? Alright, Star, I think that'll help you. Give it a go, Stephanie. You've nothing to lose and everything to gain, Steph, because if you get 2 or 3 trades every day, you're looking at 40 to 60 pips every day, 200 to 300 pips. And I promise you, darling, once you start upping your lot size, it's addictive. Okay, once you're taking money out, once you're taking £1,000, £2,000 profit out of the account every week, upping your lot size becomes addictive. Okay, and then you're just stuck with, oh, what do I do with all this money? Okay, love. All right, guys.